Welcome to the Jameela Adams Experience podcast. It's a place and a space for women over 40 to be inspired, encouraged, and heard. Your host, Jameela Adams, will talk about how life be lifing and how to find joy when overcoming challenges. You're invited to join the experience. I know the last couple of weeks I've been talking about relationships in regards to personal life, like your friends and your family, your children. But this time I want to talk about getting over a setback in your career. I mean, we've all gone through some things that would pause our life. You know, our career is part of us, or it's an extension of us. So with that being said, I just want to talk about how we have to overcome these certain setbacks and how to endure it, for one, and also to make sure it doesn't happen again, or at least try not to, because things happen and we just stumble, but we always have to get back up. I know personally I had a few challenges back when I was in the career world, I guess you could say workforce for somebody else. You know, now I own my own business, Jameela Adams at your service, plug. But I did have some challenges because there were times when I didn't agree with my boss. I didn't agree with my coworkers, but we had to come to a solution and a resolution to problems. So that being said, that's probably why I decided to work for myself. Some people just work better by themselves. Anyway, but for those who are still in the workspace or even the entrepreneurial space, these, I believe, will help you. So first and foremost, allow yourself to feel disappointment and acknowledge your emotions after a setback. You know, you could either be laid off or fired, you know, from a job you thought you were doing well at. But apparently things didn't go that great. So it's okay to acknowledge the disappointment. It's okay to feel and to move forward from it. You know, you just say, okay, I know I can do better the next time around, and don't take it personal. You know, it's business. Unfortunately, we do take it personal because our career or job or whatever, or placement is an extension of ourselves. So anytime we feel like we've gotten shafted, we take it personal, and it's okay. Acknowledge it and move forward. The other thing too is reframe the setback as a learning opportunity and identify what you've gained from the experience. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say that you got a reprimand for not paying attention to a document that was supposed to be signed and sent to a client. Yes, you were supposed to pay attention to that, and you didn't. So guess what? You have to learn to be more detail oriented, because you may not have a job after that, or you may not have a client after that if you're working, you know, as an entrepreneur. So just remember that you have to learn from the issue. You know, take it as an opportunity to learn from the setback. The other thing too is it's always good to seek trusted friends and family or a mentor. If you have someone that is in your industry that you look forward to talking to, ask them. They may have guidance as to how to maneuver the situation in your industry. So if you find that certain tasks that are a little bit over your head, you may want to talk to someone and say, how can I streamline this a little bit better so that way I don't feel like I'm being overwhelmed? So talk to a mentor, especially, then your friends and family member, and just vent and say, this is what I feel is wrong. How can I correct the problem and move forward? The next step is to reassess your career goals and your priorities. You may not be equipped for this particular position, and it's okay. You know, we're not going to be everything for everybody, and it's time to sit back and really assess your skill set. Is this something that you may have to take a class for? Is this something that you just really don't have the skill for? And that's okay. I mean, I'm not one of those people that believe fake it till you make it, because people are going to know that you're faking it. Let's be real here. People are going to know that you have no idea what the fuck you're doing, and it's going to show in your work. So the best thing you can do is to bow out gracefully and find something that really is geared to your skill set. That's all there is to it. The other thing too is seek professional help, such as a career coach or even therapy, because there's got to be a reason why you're not getting or understanding or grasping the aspects of your job or the position that you're in. So it's time to really set clear, I guess you could say, rules or boundaries for yourself, and to understand, okay, why can I not get this done? Why do I feel like I am overwhelmed? Why do I feel like I'm always playing catch up? And just sit there and make a list of all these things and find someone who can help you eliminate these questions and work on them. The other thing too you may want to focus on is, what are you doing to control and take actions to your goals? Are you trying to meet the sales quota for the quarter? Or are you trying to meet with at least 5 people a week? Or are you trying to hit your number of sales calls? What are these things that you are doing for your goal? Excuse me. And how are you focusing on them? So you really need to sit down and just reevaluate yourself and how to put things into motion. The other thing too you will definitely have to consider is developing new skills or improve the ones that you have to make yourself more marketable. Like I said, if you got demoted or fired, it's time to start looking for something else. Or if you are in that position where they're telling you these are the things you need to work on from your last performance evaluation, take it to heart and start working on it. You have to do it in order to, one, keep the job that you have and just go from there. But the whole point is that reevaluate yourself, your skill set, and what you can do to do better. In this day and age, especially older folks like myself, there's always a new crop of people coming in behind us, and you cannot be set in your ways. Never, ever rest on your laurels or on how things used to be, because every day things are changing. And don't ever think that you are irreplaceable. It is the sad fact, you can be replaced. It is what it is. So remember to stay positive and always have a growth mindset. Do not rest on your laurels. Always keep growing and always learning something new. This will definitely help you recover from a career setback. And the other thing too you have to remember is that setbacks are a natural part of any career journey, and you use that experience to become more and more resilient and determined. So in the grand scheme of things, you are responsible for you and your personal and professional growth. Along the way, find people that will help you become better at what you do. Now, if you are a entrepreneur like myself and you find that you're hitting a brick wall when trying to reach out to clients and so on, make a list of the things that you can do that are good versus what things you are struggling with, and be honest with yourself. Set up a policy, or I should say a to-do list that has your policies, business policies, and work from there. I mean, for me, I had to set up a business operations guide, and every time I noticed that something had fallen short on something, it's because I didn't stick to the rules that I had for myself. So with that being said, stick to the rules that have gotten you so far, but keep learning to do better from them. Like I said, don't rest on your laurels. Always keep a growth mindset, because there's always going to be someone behind you that know the job better than you and could possibly replace you. Or they may not even know the job better than you, but they're willing to learn and will excel when you don't. So remember that. You have a gift, you have talent, and you have something within you to move forward. The thing is, do you really show it? Do you use it? And that's the difference between a setback and staying setback and overcoming the setback and moving forward. So with that being said, and the final wrap up in this is that experiencing a career setback can be discouraging and demotivating. However, it is important to remember that setbacks are a natural part of any career journey. To move forward, start by acknowledging your emotions and giving yourself time to process them. Then take a step back and assess the situation objectively. Identify what went wrong and what you can learn from the experience. Use this knowledge to create a plan for moving forward and the focus on taking accountable steps towards your goals. Remember to stay positive and to seek the support from friends, family, or a mentor if necessary. With determination and resilience, you can overcome setbacks and continue to have a successful career. So with that being said, I want you to challenge yourself to do better. Never stop learning, never stop growing, and keep moving forward in your career, be it in your 9 to 5, your side hustle, or like me, an entrepreneur. So, another thing too, I want you to be inspired, be inspiring, be encouraged, be encouraging, but most of all, I want you to be you, and I will chat with you next week.